Hello again, Zach Jones here from Recruit. I'm coming to you from Boston today. I've had a great trip here. I love the history of this town. I'm a big fan of American history, so it's always a lot of fun to retrace the steps of so many historic events and fathers of our country. It's always so much fun, very inspiring experience. Yesterday I was doing the Freedom Trail, if you're familiar with that, and I was at the Old North Church, which is where the lanterns were placed in the steeple for when Paul Revere began his historic ride. You've heard the expression, one if by land, two if by sea. That church's steeple is where those lanterns were placed. And I've been fortunate enough to see that church before, and obviously we're all pretty familiar with that story. But one thing really struck me that I hadn't thought about much before, and that was the planning that went into that event. All of this had been planned in detail, well in advance. So it wasn't just as simple as placing some lanterns in the steeple. It was having a plan in place. The entire area of Boston knew to be looking to that steeple for a sign and what each potential signal might mean. And they knew what to do should something happen. And then the different towns across the country that Paul Revere rode to and the other riders. When Paul got to those towns, he wasn't telling them what to do to prepare. He was basically just saying the British are coming, activate the plan that's already in place. So an incredible amount of planning and organization had gone into these historic events. And again, I had never really stopped to think about that. So as a marketer, it obviously hit home to me, and probably anyone could take note from this, by the way, but just the importance of having planning in place, having processes and systems in place for the different things that we may encounter. If you want to discuss more on the importance of being well planned and organized, I urge you can hear the barge behind me. I urge you to, we published a podcast a few weeks ago with Travis Jordan of Tallahassee Community College, where he shared a lot of his expertise and insight on the importance of and just project management, campaign management, organization, things like that. It was very helpful. I learned a lot. Everyone that I've spoken to that's listened to it enjoyed it as well. So I encourage you to go listen to that episode of our podcast, the Community College Marketing Show podcast. That's all I have for you today. A rather short video, just the importance of being prepared, having plans and processes and systems in place. It's going to help you do much more effective marketing. It's going to make your lives much easier, less stressful. But thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.